Good evening, cats and kittens, pups and pooches. Yeah, I know I've got the microscope on and I'm supposed to be doing sweeping the dirt metal detecting, which I am, but I'm also sorting some pennies while I do it, waiting for some folks to arrive. I gotta get these pennies off my desk. So we're gonna do a little pennying. Got the night bot set up so I can try and see who comes in. Let's get that, make sure that's all working like it's supposed to be, because I may give something away. I got a metal detecting item sitting here that needs a home. So we're going to try and give it one later on tonight. Obviously, I'm not going to be doing any detecting for a while, but that doesn't mean I can't do some detecting related shows. I talked about that the other night, some of the things we're going to be doing. So, and also I've got a couple of metal detecting videos, which will be popping up over the next few days while I recuperate. Good evening, Doug Harding. How you doing? Yeah, I've been working on some videos that I've got scheduled to release. Thank you, sweetie. I appreciate it. As y'all can tell, I'm not like real hyper excited right now. The closer it gets to surgery time, the less enthused I am about the whole deal. There's a 67. So bear with me, folks. It's a little frightening to have somebody poking around in your brain. Never had that before, so I don't know what to expect. I was on earlier this afternoon doing these pennies, and I kind of just abandoned them to work on a video, which is almost done, but not quite. But I want to get this roll off my desk. So, anyway, the little counter says I have 3 people here, but none of them have posted except Doug, so I don't know who they are. And if they don't want to win the prize later, that's okay. But if you don't post, you don't win, because the bot doesn't know you're in the house. There's Carla. Hi, Carla. How you doing this evening? I got to get the rest of these pennies off of my desk, and a couple more of them to look at. Then we'll switch into metal detecting mode. I was looking for this jar I have that is full of really grody metal detected zinc pennies, and I couldn't put my hands on it. I was going to show you guys some of how bad they are. They get real crappy real quick. There we go. Let's put me back there. No metal detecting today, raining in Iowa. It was a beautiful day here, but I could not get out because I had all this pre-surgery prep junk I had to be doing. Bummed me out that I didn't get to go. Ugh. So wanted to be out there detecting, because it was cold, but the wind wasn't bad. I could have dealt with it. But Mother Nature and my calendar didn't want to match up. So that's just the way it was. Sitting here, I looked everywhere for my have a harness that went onto my detector that helped take some of the weight of it off of my back, and it has vanished. And so I went to Calico, as I am a Calico affiliate, and anything purchased through my Calico link gets a little bit of money back to the website here. And I was looking, I don't have the money to order one right now, but I was going to get another one at some point, another one of those harnesses, and they're out of stock. So that didn't help me much. I was looking to see what the price was, and they don't have them in stock right now. But I was looking at the 21-22 catalog, the paper one, which is already obsolete because things like the Legend and the Days 2, you know, none of those are in here. They all came out after the calendar. So, I mean, after the catalog is what made in China. The harness? I don't think so. I'm going to have to get back online because I can't find it in the book here. Flipping through the book. There's the belt, there's the knee pads. But I am not seeing the harness. I do have some of these items in my arsenal, but I don't know. But I'm no doubt going to have to find another one or make one so that when I can get back out, because I noticed the other day it was really hard on my back carrying my stuff. Oh, wow. But yeah, the 21-22 catalog is already pretty much out of date because new detectors popped up this year. And I guess everybody's got to have the newest and brightest. I watch other people's reviews of those things because my channel's too puny to get freebie ones, and I sure as heck can't afford some of this technology. I'm the low-dough gal. I'm the one that tries to keep you under $300 or right around $300 and still keep you competitive. But let me go over here to Calico, see if I can find what I'm looking for. They've got the Legend in stock. Let me see what their price on the Legend package is. The package Just the detector on its own is $635, but you can get the Legend Pro Pack is $765. It comes with a few more items than just the detector itself. Let's see what comes with it here. In the photo, they have the 11-inch and 6-inch double D coil. The machine, of course, is waterproof. In the package, I also see the charger and the wireless headphones. And if you're not able to throw $765 down all at once, they do offer a firm financing, which I have used through Calico before, and I didn't have any problem with that financing at all. Yeah, I have a rolling walker, but I don't use it all the time. But I'm going to tell you a story, Doug, and this is a true story. I was down in Florida for a gentleman's funeral, and on the way back, I stopped in a park in Pasco County, Florida, to do a little metal detecting and kind of shake off the whole funeral thing, because this man was like a father to me. And so I'm out there, and here comes this dude up the sidewalk in an electric wheelchair. He's got a dog and a metal detector. And he's got the detector, and he's detecting along the edge of the sidewalk, and he's got his pinpointer on a what looked to me like a mop handle. And then he just had it like duct taped kind of on there. And so he found his little spot. And then he had the dog. I swear to God, and I wish I'd have had a camera with me. He had the dog dig the hole. It was hysterical. First of all, I mean, this guy had taken it to the limit. He wasn't going to stop detecting because he couldn't walk anymore. He's in the wheelchair and he's detecting, and he had the dog dig the hole. Unfortunately, the dog couldn't fill the hole for him. So on the other end of the stick that he had the pinpointer on, he had his little digger strapped on the other end of it. And after the dog dug the hole, he took his little digger and he picked his dime out of the hole. And then he filled the hole back in. And I wish I had had a camera, and I wish I had gotten this gentleman's name, because that was the coolest thing I had ever seen a detectorist do ever. I thought I came up with some stuff, but no, this guy had me topped. And the dog's name, if I remember correctly, was Digger. But he was just detecting along the edges of the sidewalk and having a good old time, him and his dog. He said he was trying to teach the dog how to fill the hole back in, but so far he hadn't had any luck with that. But yeah, you couldn't beat the ingenuity of it. And, he probably missed a lot of stuff and probably didn't do the best job in the world filling in his holes, but it was so darn cool. I kind of walked along the sidewalk after he had been through there, and he did a pretty good job on the holes. I filled a couple of them in a little bit better. because I didn't want anybody to say anything to him. But I have a feeling that guy's probably some kind of local legend or something, because I never saw anything like that in my life. That has kept me going a couple of times when I thought I can't detect anymore. But hey, that guy had it going on. Carla, what type detector do you have? Um, I don't have like the most expensive detector in the world, but what makes mine good is that one of my subscribers bought the extra coils for it, so I have expanded mine about as much as I can expand it, and I love my detector, so I'm happy with it. It is waterproof, not just the coil, but the whole thing, and I have the wireless headset. I did spring for that because I had a terrible time. Eh, Fishers are good. Um, I actually have 3 detectors. 2 of them are bounty hunters. One of them is a $40 bounty hunter gold digger that I found my first gold ring with. The second one, it was actually branded for Teleco, but we later determined that it's a bounty hunter Discovery 3000, and it's 20 years old. It belonged to my brother, who now is too ill to detect, so he passed it on to me. But that model is still sold. And my primary detector is the Nokta Simplex Plus. With the headphones, it was right around $330 total. It's under $300 if you don't get the wireless headphones. Um, a lot of people call it the poor man's Equinox. Uh, it's a pretty darn good machine for the money. It is waterproof up to 10 feet. Not just the coil, but the whole unit. I absolutely swear by it. And being not rich, I did initially buy it through the Affirm financing, and then I had a Garrett that I sold after I'd had the Simplex for about 3 weeks. I sold the Garrett because it was just not as comfortable for me to use, and I took the money from selling it and paid off my Simplex. And then last year on my channel anniversary, Muscle Shell came in and gave me money to buy. Well, it was to buy a new detector, but I was so happy with the detector I had that instead I asked him if I could just use it to buy the uh, other coils and stuff for the one I already had. So that's what I did. So now I have the small sniper coil that picks out some of the goodies from the trash, and I have the other coil that it's a little smaller than the stock coil, but it goes into more depth. I personally think it does anyway. So I got those in a carry bag and had to get I had to get a battery charging cable because I lost mine. And then after I bought the cable, I found the one I had lost. Isn't that how it always goes? Just moved from Oregon City into the Oregon Trail. Never could get permission to search any of the older homes there. Yeah, he had me crying that night. He also gave me money to go see my brother in Florida, and I still haven't gotten the money. Still there. It's in the same bank account with my Michigan move money. but my brother was staying in quarantine for a long time, and by the time he got out of the quarantine, I was too sick to go down there. I'm still supposed to go down there before I move to Michigan and see my brother and do some detecting, but they are gouging the daylights out of people in rural areas as far as car rental. My car won't make it, so I know I'm going to have to rent one. Now, when I lived in Georgia, I could rent a car for about $25, $30 a day. Up here in the mountains, they want $80 to $90 a day for the cheapest cars. And I can't do that. So I'm not sure how I'm going to make that happen. And to fly down there, I would have to drive over an hour just to get to an airport. So I don't know. But I need to go see my brother when I get done with all of this surgery crapola. Because I prefer to drive because I don't want the fight of trying to take my detector on the plane. I don't know if any of you watch The Gig Master, but that's something he's been talking about this week, is trying to fly with your detecting equipment and what has happened to different people. Just for giggles, I'm going to go look right now and see how much it would cost me to get the rental car. I haven't looked at the prices for a while. But the last time I looked, it was pretty bad because I was going to try to go to Florida hunt. And then, of course, I had medical issues again. 2 years in a row, missed Florida hunt. The one year I actually had the car I had rented the car so far in advance that I was still going to be able to afford it. But ended up not getting to go. And then I was going to go to Virginia Beach instead, but I was too sick to even do that. So let's see what Enterprise has to say about renting a car. I'm renting a car. Okay, I just want to rent one. I don't want to look at all the extra crap. Come on. I don't care that you clean your cars with Clorox. I just want to see how much it'll cost me to get one. Oh my. Let's see. Let's say I wanted to go this weekend, which we know I'm not. Well, okay, let's say I'm going to go next weekend. What the heck? I just want a price. And I was going to stay for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. So let's see how much for the cheapest ones. Let's just look at them all. What the heck? Now, this is going to be without the 1 day's worth of points that I have sitting in my account that I can use to rent part of a day. Part of a day. Part of a week is what I meant. Yes, I know the location. I don't care. I just want to see the prices. Wow. Something just sounded like thunder coming from upstairs. Okay. The cheapest I can get for a week is, well, that's not as bad as it was before. But I want the unlimited mileage, and now they've got a thing on there where they're actually asking you how many passengers you want. I'm like, really? All right. I don't care about the featured. I want to sort by price low to high. All right. Let's see what we got. $269 per week before they add all the other stuff on. By the time they add everything else on, it's $357, which is a little lower than it was the last time I checked, because this is $54 a day. It was $79 the last time I checked. So it's come down a little, but that's a lot of money to, then you got to add this expensive gas on top of it. And fortunately, if I go to Florida, I usually have places I can stay with people. But that would be, we're looking at close to $500 just for the trip, not counting any expenses on the trip. So I don't guess I'll be going to Florida anytime soon unless Mikey wants to give up homemade grilled cheeseburgers and fries and send me all the money. I don't think that's going to happen. Oh my goodness. All righty. Well, it's a slow night, I guess, but we're gonna visit. Last week we visited Alaska. This week we're going to visit Arizona, and I'm going to tell you the truth, I have not watched all of this video. But I need you to hold on just a minute. For some reason, my Alexa machine in the other room is talking a Blue Streak, and I need to go see what it's talking about. I'll be right back. Y'all ain't gonna believe this one. M3 is in the bedroom, on the bed. Apparently, he decided he was going to reach out and touch the screen of the Alexa, and when he did, he activated the weather report. I think he was a little shocked. It doesn't work the same way the TV does. When you touch it, things happen. And he was sitting there looking at it like, what the is going on? Okay, I was sitting here, all of a sudden I just heard, I couldn't make out what it was saying, but I could hear it. And it was giving the weather report. So I had to go in there and tell Alexa to stop. Oh my goodness. So anyway, as I was saying, I have not watched all of this video. I only watched a portion of it. And although I think the gentleman is actually from California, his channel is based on detecting in Arizona and hunting for gold. So we're going to take a look over there and see how they do it in Arizona. Yeah, he was checking for snow. Oh, I don't know what he was checking for, but he got something. I think he was looking to, I think he thinks I'm going metal detecting or something tomorrow, and I wish I were, rather than where I'm really going. So, anyway, we are going to take a look at a channel called Arizona Gold Nuggets. And he's using a mine lab. So, let me see if I can get him a little bit better. And I have queued it up to a certain point where he starts talking about the detector itself, because it's a Mine Lab 6000, which is a gold thing. So we're gonna just watch a little bit of his channel and see what he has.
A lot of videos and talk to prospectors when I've been out there, and the vast majority of prospectors say that most of the gold found here is very small gold. And I agree with that. When I was out with a friend of mine, Mike, and we went to an area that I was familiar with, an open claim, the first little piece of gold that he detected with his Mine Lab 6000 was about 0.06 of a gram. And with my Mine Lab 5000 and the 14-inch coil I had on it, I couldn't even pick it up. It was that small. But hey, it was still gold. And a lot of other videos that I've seen about the area, it definitely seems that most of the gold is pretty small. But you know, it all adds up. But the thing with this video is I want to say big gold is still out there. I know because I've seen it, and I found myself a nice little chunk about 2 months back.
So, in Arizona, there's a lot of detecting for gold. Completely different kind of detecting than what we're doing here in the mountains. I don't know if you noticed, but on the gold hunting machines, they do not really use the open, like double D style coil. It's a solid disc more than a coil. That's the way my bounty hunter gold digger is. I still use it out in the fields, but it's a little bit different style detector and a little bit different style detecting. You notice they don't use, for the most part, any kind of metal digging tools. He had his little plastic scoop, and basically what they do when they're looking for gold is when they get the signal, they'll scoop it up into that plastic, and then a little bit at a time, they will dump it out, usually into their hand, and then just run it back under the detector. You don't see a lot of pinpointer use like you do in beach detecting or relic detecting. It's just a different style. So I will throw his link in the comments after we get done, and you can go over and see how they do it. I'm another one of my subscribers, Robert Ferguson, who is mostly known for beach detecting. He is also a gold detectorist, and I enjoy getting to watch him do the different style detecting. And he also pans for gold, and as does this gentleman. So yeah, we're going to work our way through all the states and look at different styles of detecting. And Arizona, I thought, was quite interesting because, you know, there's not a lot of bodies of water or anything like that. And there's basically just a lot of scrub. So they do a very different kind of hunting there. I don't know that it would be for me, personally, but since I haven't done it, I can't say for sure. Yeah, I'm not going to do a real long show tonight. If those of you who are in the room would like to share with us what type detector you have, or if you don't have one yet, what type you are considering getting. I know Mikey's got his eye on the Equinox 600, which is, you know, if I had the money, I'd have that machine. So I'm a little jealous of Mikey. Like I said earlier, my primary is the Nocta Macro Simplex Plus, for which I have all the different coils, so I can do a variety of hunting with it. I have also owned a Garrett, and I have a couple of older bounty hunters. My Simplex, I did not do this damage. I think I know who did, but it's got a crack in the screen right now, a little crack. And so while I am recuperating after the first of the month, I'm going to send it and have that screen repaired, because that crack nullifies the waterproof part of the machine. I don't want any water getting in there. So while that is being repaired, I will, if I am well enough and have the opportunity to go detecting, I will play with that 20-year-old bounty hunter Discovery that I got from my brother, and we will compare it to the bounty hunter Gold Digger that I got from my sister for she paid $40 for it for her husband, and he didn't want it. He didn't have any interest in it, so I got it for my birthday one year. So I will not be without a detector. I just won't have my one that I would really like to be using. But it will force me to go back to being old school and seeing what I can learn, because that Discovery, they still sell that one. So it's not like it's considered to be obsolete. It's kind of a standard. It's a little more advanced than a beginner's machine, but it's not anywhere like the Equinox 600 or anything. Oh, this is lovely. Brand new glasses. They just put the lenses in them this morning because I kept the same frames. And the lens just popped out. Lovely. There we go. I put my lens back in. Not that it helps much, but that's my bad eye. Wow, this is the least number of people I have ever had in my metal detecting show. Usually I have a bunch. I wonder what's going on. Everybody's mad at me, I guess. Have to go, hurting, so can't concentrate. I'm so sorry, Furry. I was just getting ready to give something away. You want to hang out for a couple more minutes while I do this giveaway? If everybody would post, I mean, there's only 5 or 6 of you here, but if everybody would post something real quick, I do have something to give away that is metal detecting related. Oops, I just knocked something over. And I am going to bed early tonight because I have to get up at 4 a.m. The transport is coming to get me. They're coming to take me away. Yeah, I got from the fine folks at Nocturne Macro. Um, you'll even get a free sample of M3 fur with this. Let me see if I can turn the camera on and show you what I'm going to give away. There we go. We have, come on. There we go. We have a Nocta Macro Detection Technologies baseball style cap. The back is Velcro instead of the little plastic thing. So you really can adjust this to huge size or tiny size. I like these Velcros much better than the ones with the little pop things. So we're giving away a hat. And let me get back onto my scope. Alrighty. So that's what I'm giving away. And like I said, I am gonna go to bed early because well, for one thing, I got to get up at 11 because I can't eat after 12. So, hey, Mike. Oh, look, now all these people are showing up. As soon as I said giveaway, here they come. Anyway, I can't eat after midnight. So because of one of my other illnesses, I'm supposed to eat something every 4 hours. So there's no such thing as a cheapy whites detector. I'll tell you right now, even the cheapest white detectors are more expensive than a lot of the stuff out there. I wish I had a white. That's what I wanted. And then they went out of business because of COVID and got bought up by Garrett. I don't know that I trust the quality of them at that point, but Garrett's a good company. I'm not bad mouthing Garrett. I just liked the family run white thing, and the first detector I ever got to use was a white, cleverly disguised as a Sears and Roebuck. Anyway, it says there's 8 people here, and 6 people are on the list. So a couple people haven't posted. We got Archaeology Mikey, Doug, Furry Plants, Carla, Clacy, and Mike Wolf. So whoever is lurking, you got about a minute to get in on winning that hat. And like I said, I am over at AAP's Variety Channel. Oh, well, thanks, Mike. Yeah, I'm always live on Wednesday night at 6 o'clock. It's my metal detecting show, but we end up talking about all kinds of stuff. When people first came in tonight, I was sorting pennies. Yeah, real good timing. Yeah, this is kind of my send-off. I got to go for that brain biopsy thing in the morning. So I'm 5. You are Central Time then. Yep. Oops. 5. You are Central Time then. The echo is that I accidentally hit the button and opened my YouTube window and didn't have the sound turned off. So I'm going to wait for about 1 more minute, and then we're going to give away the hat. And then I'm going to go lie down till 11, and then I'm going to get up and eat because I have to eat before midnight. And then I can't have any food until after my surgery. So, yeah, I wonder where Mark Thomas is. I'm surprised he's not here. I wanted to tell him I fixed a link that he found for me that I had messed up on my channel page. It was the link for my Patreon. We were talking about that earlier. I have a new level on my Patreon sponsors. For the people that are poorer than dirt, you can sponsor my channel for $2.96 a month. If I could get everybody that's on my channel to do that, we could give away some pretty cool stuff. Alrighty, let's see who's going to win this hat. Y'all ready? Oh, I got to put it up on the screen. Yeah, I guess that would help. Let me get this up here on the screen so y'all can see what I'm doing here. Get the tab, get the 90 bot, get the share button. All right. Let's see. We got everything lined up. Yep, everybody's where they're supposed to be. And we're going to punch this button right here. And send that hat off to Doug Harding. I think I already have a package for Doug from a Monday night giveaway. I think. Do I, Doug? You should know. I got all these packages in here that I was supposed to get done today. I'm going to have my niece help me get this stuff out of here. She's going to be coming back. Yep, I do. Right here. Doug won a Benji Monday night. So I'll put the Benji in with his hat. And get that taken care of. Yeah, my niece is going to come down from Washington, D.C. and grab me up at the hospital tomorrow and come home with me for a couple days. Yeah, bacon works every time. Bribe them bots. So, like I said, I'm going to end this one pretty quickly because I've got a lot going on. But I don't think I'll be doing a show next Monday. It just depends on how I feel after this is over. I've been told it's quite painful. So in the interim, I have made some videos that they're set to release, over the next few days. I won't be doing them as a premiere because when you do the premieres, it has the live stream and I won't be available for live stream. But there will be some detecting videos popping up here and there. I've been trying to randomly scatter them to show up every 2-3 days, keep the channel active while I recuperate. So I would really appreciate it if y'all would watch those. None of them are very long. They're mostly like 10 minutes or so. The Thanksgiving, one of them is from Thanksgiving of 2020, and it's a pretty long hunt. And there's some pretty cool things that I found in that one. But the rest of them aren't really super long. They just give you an idea of what I was looking at when I first got to Virginia, and I really didn't have any good places to hunt, but I found some stuff. So with that being said, y'all wish me luck with this surgery thing in the morning, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank y'all so much for supporting my channel. I appreciate it. Much love to you all. Good night, everybody.